I think this piano music is really beautiful. It is by Peder B. Helland. It's on YouTube. You can just search Peder and you will find his piano music. I think he has done a beautiful job. It's so relaxing and soothing, and it just puts me in the right frame when it comes to me making the videos and the kind of energy I want you to get from this video. Today, I want to talk about one of the most important piece of the puzzle when it comes to gut dysfunction and gut healing and gut health. I always constantly say this: if you have a very basic health issue, so something as simple as dry skin and dry hair, or if you have a chronic issue like cancer or something related to autoimmunity, or something related to some kind of arthritis or pain in the body, or say sarcopenia, all of these things, I honestly really personally believe, in my opinion, that gut health is one place that a lot of us miss out on. So if I want to work on my skin, I will not think about gut. I will only think about skin. But my skin is also connected to my gut health. If I want great hair, I will think about biotin, I will think about collagen, I will think about B7 supplements, I will think about superfoods, I will think about great shampoos and going out for hair spas. But not for a minute, a lot of people would not think that, okay, this in any way or some way could be related to gut health. How? So a very basic example, when there is a person who goes through a long period of medications like OCPs or birth control pills, or say acne medications or something known as isotretinoin, its side effect is poor hair. Your hair will get really brittle, really dry, and it will not happen in one night. It will not happen after one pill. It happens after a lot of constant insult over the years, over a few period of days, weeks and months. And you would never go back to 3 years or 10 years ago when you took those pills and how it disrupted your hormones and how much your body has been trying to balance itself and not fall off the track until it does, because the constant insult from the outside never stops. So what is this piece of puzzle that I think a lot of people don't pay a lot of heed to? And that is taking care of your sleep. Just think about it for a minute. Isn't this the most inexpensive, free of cost, most valuable, effortless thing that we do with our body? You have to exercise, you need to use your consciousness. You have to eat well, you need to use your consciousness. You have to achieve something, you have a desire, you have a dream, you want to meditate. You know, there are a lot of phases in life, there are all a lot of places in life where we have to put in a lot of effort. But when it comes to sleep, all I am asking you to do is just hit the bed at the right time and go to sleep, and your body is going to take care of you. That's the beauty of the body that we live in. You just have to put it at the right place, give it the right fuel, and your body knows what to do. But we don't even do that. So we believe me taking moringa is more important than me sleeping. Oh, I am doing all the superfoods. Oh, I'm visiting a new dietitian. Oh, I'm visiting this doctor. I'm taking this supplements. Oh, I have got this supplement from America or Europe. That's not how it works. At the end of the day, when does the healing take place? When does the growth takes place? When does the rejuvenation, detoxification and repairing of the body takes place? It's when you sleep. It's when you rest. Okay, a body is not made in the gym. A body is made in the kitchen, and when you are in bed, when you are sleeping, that's when the body repairs. That's when the muscle building takes place. That's when the fat burn takes place. That's when the fat loss happens. So if you think that you have sweated out in the gym for 60 minutes and you have lost weight, no, that's not how the body works. The body is built for tough times. Your body is not going to just lose weight like that. Your body is going to fight it. But if you create the right environment, if you don't scare your body is effortlessly going to burn fat. But you have to put in the right fuel. So we believe a lot in addition. Okay, this superfood, this collagen, this superfood, this superfood, this superfood. But we always miss out on the basics, that it's not about adding, it's about removing, it's about resting, it's about being calm, it's about looking into things that looks very insignificant, but paying attention to small things like how I feel when I eat, how I feel when I wake up, how do I sleep, what is the quality of my sleep, how quickly can I sleep, how is my energy throughout the day. We think that these markers are insignificant, so we always want to run out and do a $14,000 test or something, not dollars, actually INR. But that's not the point. The point is we can go out and pay a lot of money for a lot of tests, but we will always be like, oh okay, but that's what more important. That's not what is more important. This is more important. How do you feel? How do you look? How do you breathe? Is it hard for you to breathe? Is your energy level low? Can you walk up 3 stairs and be out of breath? How do you feel? How is your energy? So we never pay attention to sleep. When you look at a child, when you look at a baby, we grow when we sleep. A baby is not born with like all the growth and all the hormones and everything, right? It grows, it happens when the child is sleeping. Have you ever observed how much a child sleeps? What do you think is the reason? Is that child tired? No. Your body needs you to put you to sleep so that you can grow. There are so many beautiful hormones that comes in when you sleep, and that's where the repairing works takes place. When I talk to people, so this was just last evening, I was consulting a patient and she has arthritic pain and stuff, and I asked her, what time do you sleep? And she said 12 o'clock. So I said, you know what? You've been taking the medications, do it. You have been trying to eat well, do it. But I need you to sleep on time. So for the first 2 weeks that you are with me, I need you to sleep well. Can you do that for me? I don't expect you to sleep at 8:30. Can you sleep by 9? Can you sleep by 9:30? Can you do 10? Can you do 11? Can you just be better than who you were yesterday? Can you just try to move a little closer to an optimal time? So I think a lot of you will have questions. So what is an optimal time? Honestly, according to me, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock maximum. That's the tops you go. Okay. So me personally, I have trained myself so much when it comes to sleep that I will be like just blinking. If I am at like, if you see me in the night, my eyes will just naturally close. That is the beauty of the body we live in. Your body knows when to produce the right hormone. So my body will take away the cortisol, the insulin and leptin and ghrelin and all of these things. And I'm going to need my melatonin so that I can be put to rest. And of course I need my leptin for the satiation, so I'm not waking up feeling hungry and stuff. A lot of people don't just have insulin resistance, they have leptin resistance as well. So leptin and ghrelin are your hunger hormones, and if that is out of balance, you are always going to be hungry. Some people need to eat at 12 in the night, some people need to eat at 10 in the night. Why do you think that is happening? Do you think it's just emotional? It can be one part, absolutely 100% yes, but it has a lot to do with what are your hormones doing? Are your hormones balanced? There is a mechanism. It's a beautiful cycle. I don't want to get into the science, but when the melatonin is at rise and when your body is trying to put you to sleep, the pancreas are naturally going to take care of the insulin. Your body is going to naturally balance the blood sugar so that you're not hyperglycemic, and your body can take care of it. Can you just imagine how beautifully everything is taking place? And all you have to do is sleep. Just sleep on time. Your body produces antidiuretic hormone so that you don't have to constantly wake up and pee, so that you can rest, so that you can get in a deep night of sleep, so that you can rejuvenate and your body can work for you. Okay, I think your body can deal with junk. I think your body can deal with crap, but I don't think your body can deal with a restless or no night of sleep. So I really believe that we give no importance to the easiest and the most inexpensive and the most effortless things in the world, and that is why we suffer, because we always believe health will be achieved when I pay this much to a dietitian, or when I do this, or when I give this amount of money, or when I visit this person. That's not where health exists. This is not the video where your health exists. I am just a mediator, and I am just trying to communicate with you what I have seen changed my life, and thankfully, by God's grace, all of my patients' life. Every person that I consult, my family, my people around me, my team, they see me, they work like me, and they have great health. Their health gets better. So I think this is one factor that a lot of us miss out on. So let's say you're not doing gluten, you're not doing dairy. You're not doing gluten, you're not doing dairy, you're not doing lectins, you're not doing nightshades. Great, awesome, amazing. But how is your body going to repair? So you removing the inflammation is step 1. Step 2, put in some nutrients. Okay, so you put in the correct nutrients. So let's say something very common, vitamin D and B12. A lot of us are usually chronically pitiful. We have very pitiful low levels in the body, so you supplement with D3 and B12 so that your body has enough vitamins to do this stuff. So let's say you are going to need vitamin D3. Our brain has receptors. There is a set of nucleus inside of the brain, in the brain stem, that puts you to sleep. And why does that portion has vitamin D3 receptors if vitamin D3 is not important? If sunlight is not important and I can get everything that I need from a pill, why do I need to expose myself in the sun? And why does a part of my body has a receptor for a vitamin? And vitamin D, I don't think it's even right to call it a vitamin. It works like a hormone. It will produce acetylcholine that will induce relaxation, that will paralyze your muscles so that you don't move and you can sleep. It happens even without you knowing. But your body is doing that for you. Every night you put yourself to bed. You don't have to tell your body, hey, produce acetylcholine, I need to sleep, and paralyze my muscles. Your body does that for you. What do you need to do? You just need to sleep, and sleep well. So what happens is, a lot of times when I consult people, they want to wake up on time. They want to wake up at 4, they want to wake up at 5 and be like a goal getter and just rush, push and just get things done and be a hustler. But initially, I always tell them, I don't want you to work out and I want you to sleep well. I don't want you to force yourself to wake up with an alarm clock, because your body and your brain, it knows what to repair and it knows what to leave, L-E-A-V-E. So let's say your body needs to find two things. Okay, let's say the body wants to work on the social aspect of your life and on the physical aspect of your life. So let's say you have a knee injury. Your body is not going to develop those parts of the brain that is needed for the social work, because it's just a social thing. It's not a survival skill. It's not a survival necessity. It is, of course, eventually in the long run, yes, 100%. But firstly, I need to make sure that this body has the correct knee, or has the correct cartilage and the structure around it, has the proper strength, has the proper collagen, so that the body can move well. That is important for my survival. That is important when I need to flee. That is important when I need to run. If I'm ever, say, chased by a saber-toothed tiger. So your body can differentiate and your body knows what to fix. So if you only give it 3 hours of sleep, it will do the repair, but just for 3 hours. Now my body needs to repair me every single night for 8 hours. But I don't give it 8 hours because I am a hustler and I hustle every morning, so I don't sleep. That's very wrong. When you are in a healing phase, when you are trying to recover from something, your body is going to put you to rest. That is why when you are down or you have some kind of sickness and you have fever, you don't have energy, because that energy that you do have, your body is always producing it. But it has to decide, because I have a limited amount of energy and I need to decide where do I put it. So your body decides that, what do I heal? What is the most important thing? Most important thing is not how Ankita's hair and skin looks. Most important thing is her gut healed? Are her knees strong? Is her body strong? Am I able to repair the muscles? Yes, I can do that, because she gives me 8 hours every night. So now my sleep and my brain and my body also focuses on my skin. It also focuses on my hair. Now this is not important for survival, but I need it for myself. Right? And your body will move on to insignificant, irrelevant things when it has focused on the most important things. And I really hope this makes sense. But you don't need to understand anything that I just said. Can you just go to bed every night and just sleep, and just do it for 10 days, 14 days, and see how you feel? If you don't feel better, you can just ignore what I said. You can just move on and find something else that works for you. But what if this works for you? What if you heal? What if you feel better? What if your sickness starts to go away? What if you can prevent a sickness from coming? What if you feel better without doing anything? All I did was, I just started sleeping. And that has made all the difference in the world. And it's so insignificant, but it works. So I think I should have been able to convince you. You can just try it tonight. Put yourself to bed, sleep, and pay gratitude for your body. Thank you for doing all that you do for me without me even feeling it or knowing it for a second. There is so much that is going on right now, but I don't feel it. Thank you for doing it so effortlessly. I am so proud of you. I love you. Thank you for giving me this physical body. And just see how beautifully you will sleep tonight. Take care.